Okay, yeah, we thought that, but we were talking about it yesterday. Iaknu's name is actually the capital, it's the small case L.
Oh, so it's
in the client.
Okay.
So it's actually Liak. Hold up, that's someone that I used to main all the way back in, what, like 2 years ago? Or like early last year.
It kind of makes sense though. The Higanbana will stop Lancelot from even attempting to dive in, as well as times he can't dive in and Uranus.
And that Claude is going to be going to Benny Cutie. And
he's going to pick it up.
Gold lane, Claude with Avarice.
Yeah, up against a Uranus. Not a lot of damage in the early game, to be honest. But, you know, he'll be roaming around. He'll be adding a lot of damage as we move into game number 1 in this best of 3 series between ONIC Philippines and Aura PH.
1-3-1 is the rotation that we're seeing from both of these squads right now as they're trying to give a little bit more room for their junglers to farm. Again, look at that, the pressure coming in from both of these squads as Lancelot and the Ling love the purple buffs and need that.
Kyrie actually singling out Greed so that JP would eventually be taken out here.
As
the first blood goes to ONIC Philippines.
First blood able to take out Kagura. So now that's going to be the first kill going on to Hated, who actually is playing that mage support role as Jay. I think a lot of damage just trying to disrupt Hades' farm. So we're not going to be seeing Hated in the carry role. It's Hated in the mid-mage support or mage carry role.
Jeet Kune Do, the flicker got forced out by Greed. That could have went either way, to be honest. JP was quite close. Can really throw the umbrella to turn the tires, but they decided to not fight.
So now, in the bottom lane, though, we just saw Kilowatt go for the first recall over time. So Tam's already giving himself a comfortable lead there. Good rotation coming in from Hades to send back Iaknu, knowing that they can't allow that Tams to farm any longer.
Now it's back to the regular laning phase here, but we see Greed just aggressively going towards the jungle of ONIC PH to try to disrupt Kyrie here. He does spot out Jay. They're playing it relatively safe. A big of a shuffle over the top side. The Blazing Duet was already committed, but nobody's HPs really dropped down low.
Now we're seeing here that Benny Cutie Claude having quite a difficult time against Dilar's Uranus there, who already has 1 assist in the bag, also banking on Avarice there. Good wave cut, gonna give Benny Cutie a harder time here. So now that ONIC PH is seeing, or Aura PH is seeing that their Claude is having a bit of a hard time, the big question is, are they gonna commit bodies to try to give the Claude a little bit more breathing room, or are they gonna try to take wins elsewhere?
They might potentially try to pressure out the top lane if they want to, because the turtle is about to spawn. Meanwhile, ONIC PH wanting to go for the bottom lane. Greed getting the brunt of the Feather Dare Strike. That's another kill on towards the sand of Liaknu. Bottom lane turret. Shields no longer in effect. Gonna cut the wave. Turtles being secured by Aura PH, I mean.
They can contest it. ONIC PH are going to try to, as Hated, Kyrie, and Iyaku make a run for the turtle right now. In the turtle pit, though, Claude, Kagura, and Link for Aura PH are there. And it's already secured by Aura PH. They don't need to stay any longer. They're just going to back out of there. They're happy with that turtle take.
And JP manages to survive. Jay does not commit the Way of the Dragon just for safety, because that's going to be a little sour to play. As another Feathered Airstrike here just to clear the waves. Little Wanderer secured by Kyrie. Get that little bit of money. Speaking of money, ONIC does have almost 1,000 gold difference here for themselves. And there's no way that Aura can keep up for now, as Hades almost falls down, secures the buff, still has the turtle buff, so he has that little bit more damage. JP goes for the same umbrella open, no commitments on the yin yang overturn just yet. Gets a beautiful Jeet Kune Do onto the Tempest of Blades, gets taken out immediately.
And now Jay low gone, actually, as that kill onto that forest was secured by Kilowatt. So 2 members of ONIC PH going down. What was just supposed to be a little bit of a cheeky attempt to stop the farm, stall the farm there of Hades' Ling, turned to be bad call for ONIC PH. Good response there by Aura.
Yeah, but that is the first turret going down onto the side of Aura Philippines, and it opens up the bottom side completely, and since the turtle is about to spawn on the bottom end side, they need to secure the way priority there.
And now Greed is getting chased out here by Kyrie, who was just trying to farm there. That's a lot of damage on the Greed. Aura PH's tank going down. caught himself in a bad spot. Bit of a really risky play there. Pretty much RPH can get nothing out of Greed extending that deep into the jungle area of ONIC.
Yeah, and really, if Aura still wants to keep invading, they should start invading as soon as they secure the top lane turret. Yeah, Feathered Airstrike catches JP. Turtle spawning in 5 seconds. It's an objective that ONIC PH wants. Give that to Kyrie. He, meanwhile, top lane, Blazing Duet, dishing out a lot of damage. Delar, Hades does not connect with a kill onto Delar, but Jace overstaying his welcome, manages to survive. Hades jumping in and out. Meanwhile, Turtle secured by Kyrie. He's still staying. He's still fighting. But the mid lane is where we have to focus on right now because there is a potential push here in the mid lane.
That is 3 members of RPH going for the defenses. Benny Cutie and Hades working together for nothing.
Yeah. Greed is not as greedy as he wants. This top lane turret is going down. Beautiful Feathered Airstrike to deter any additional pushes, but RPH wants to defend this turret. I don't think it's a wise choice, but they are backing off. ONIC PH focusing on the macro side of things.
Aura is just really trying to force the issue of we need to win a skirmish, and hopefully if we win it, we don't lose anyone because the Turtle spawning in 2, 1. Turtle is up.
And Kilowash might have just checked the wrong brush. Kyrie and Delar almost takes him out. Greed rejoins. Kyrie gets stunned. Manages to secure the kill with the Thorn Rose. JP with the response, but this is a 4-man rotate from ONIC PH. Wants to stop RPH from even positioning themselves over here near the Turtle. Meanwhile, on the top side, it is a 2v1 scuffle, and it seems as though Iacno was supposed to win that fight, but it doesn't happen. Kyrie secures the Turtle.
Oh.
More gold, more money, more kicks to the face. Greed is down.
J-O-J. 0-1 and 3 right now, but good catch with the Jeet Kune Do, followed up by the way the Dragon to secure a kill there onto Greed's Hilda, as Aura PH lost a lot all throughout the map, but at least Hades was able to push that top lane. So that opens up the map for Core, but the problem is he has just been bullied all game by Delar.
He got bullied all game, but he's still racking up the economy. Feathered Airstrike onto Greed, connects. He's too low, manages to survive, but not anymore. Kyrie dashes in and stabs him in the face. JP going on the reaction onto Delar. Delar beat to attack himself. Kyrie follows it up with a double kill. Goes for the Thorn Rose to escape a little bit of that damage from that Blazing Duet. Betty Cutie BMI's out of there. Delar going in for the chase onto Kilowatt. Jay connects with a Jeet Kune Do. And this might potentially be another kill as the Feathered Airstrike deters Betty Cutie from protecting his teammate. And that is a 0-for-3 trade in favor of ONIC PH.
RPH now are going to be opening out the map, sending Hades down into the bottom lane. He knows he won't be able to contest this Lord anymore. And again, it would have been really risky for Hades to try to go and contest that Lord. And as it is secured by ONIC PH, it isn't the upgraded Lord just yet. So ONIC
PH, they will not choose to walk with the Lord, but instead they will be focusing the top and the mid lane all at the same time. But instead, I take that back. They are supporting the Lord for their Endeavor to secure the inhibitor turret, the first inhibitor turret of the game, and they do so successfully. HP is low for Jay, but it doesn't matter. Delar diving in towards the back line, zoning out JP. Mid lane inhibitor turret is being focused on by this minion, and it's not going to be as secure as the waves start crashing in towards the bottom side.
We may have just seen Aura PH lose
here. ONIC will be able to secure this. Cho and Farsa, Jay and Hated will do their best to deter Aura from even starting to push in towards the Lord area. And they should be able to secure the Lord without any problems, but Aura PH slowly but surely pushing in. Greed will not be able to stop that Lord take from happening. And the Lord will start marching on over towards the bottom lane in a couple of seconds as Greed gets caught out, forced to use a flicker in order to survive.
It's going to be a really tough defense here for Aura PH, as that is the enhanced Lord coming in from ONIC's side. And because of the lineup that ONIC has, yeah, it's just going to be a really tough defense. Not impossible, but just looking at the matchups here, looking at the heroes, their ability kits, the fact that the enhanced Lord is that what's coming here. Aura PH might just accidentally commit way too much to just burn down the Lord and not have enough for the rest of ONIC PH, or vice versa. They might overcommit onto the members of ONIC, but then by that time, maybe the Lord has already marched really close to the base that one member of ONIC PH just deciding to focus on the base, trying to avoid the fight might just break it. Tough spot here for Aura, but let's see how they pull through.
Yeah, and they need to stop the Lord, just like what she said. They will be forced to use everything that they have. As the mid lane inhibitor falls down, ONIC PH are poised to end the game for today. Beautiful Jeet Kune Do catches 3. Tempest of Blades catches nobody. Lord marching in towards, knocking on the base, and the damage output from that better. There's right. The turret Hades runs back.
The base?
Base is going down without a shadow of a doubt. ONIC PH will secure game number 1.
And that looked, I wouldn't say easy, but ONIC PH, man, the newer squad here, looking much better compared to...
You know, shrink their map. That's exactly what ONIC PH did. Aura PH, they didn't have much real estate to work around with, which meant that Benny Cutie will have to just get the farm of Hades, or Hades should be getting
the Claude and the... Oh, that's all. I'm looking at the rotations here. Okay, Benny Cutie is going to be getting Brody into the gold lane. JP playing that support Harith. Yaknu is going to be playing the Claude into the side. So we see marksmans. Maybe Reflecia more so than Marky. There is a chance Reflecia would come in instead of Greed. But I feel like because of the fact that the Kufra is no longer available pick for Reflecia, maybe that's why we've seen him a little bit, as Reflecia is still just trying to adjust to newer tank picks here.
As we head on over towards the Land of Dawn to witness game number 2, potentially the last game in this best of 3 series if ONIC PH closes it out. A little bit of an aggressive posture here from ONIC PH in the mid lane. Seeing Jay in the back lines, having the Jeet Kune Do available, will be invading towards the back lines to try to delay Hades or JP from even securing any buff. Jay just making it a hard time for Greed. We see the positioning of Hated there. Deterring Hades. They're forcing Hades in a tough spot.
That's really bad because Benedetta just got the purple buff without a problem. Hades hasn't even been able to start the purple just yet. Look at the pressure coming in from ONIC right now. Even if Jay gets taken out there, that's already a win for them. Good thing Jay was able to get away. The stun lands, but Benedetta is just having a good time here. I think might have just leashed a little bit for the orange, trying to steal it away, but Lancelot, Hades was able to get back in time.
Yeah, and he is stealing away the smaller camps, make it a little bit harder, just a little bit, for Hades to start farming up, as the top lane matchup is a Brody and a Uranus.
Oh, so we're not seeing the marksman going up one against another, actually.
Jay will connect with the third Jeet Kune Do, not getting the knockup, but the first blood by Kyrie. He arrives just in time, reaches level 4 to deliver the finishing blow, and will chip the HP of this top lane inhibitor, top lane turret.
Man, Jay, just how far he's pushing into the side of Aura PH. He's just literally one man who looks like an army right now to Aura. The moment they see Jay, they're just afraid that there are members of ONIC nearby making a play or preparing for a play or a setup that Jay could provide, but it's not. That's not the case, and what the case is right now is that top tower is going down real quick. Benny Cutie cannot defend this. Benedetta uses the Electro final blow, gets the stun with the second skill, and that is a kill for the Uranus. That Brody, Benny Cutie, taken out, and I feel like this is already starting to spell the end for Aura PH. That's 2 quick kills onto Benny Cutie. Hades hasn't been able to farm up well enough. That's Benedetta getting a kill and then an assist. That's a really horrible start for Aura PH.
Yeah, Kilowatt traded out for Iacto in the bottom lane, but they're still giving a lot of space for the mid lane here. It's Kyrie getting in the space that he needs thanks to this Valor, thanks to this show. And because of the consecutive ganks that are happening left from right, we cannot see Hades really post up here. Jay is looking to disrupt Hades there. This is the beauty of the ONIC macro. They're not just focusing on objectives, they're focusing on their opponent's objectives as well.
The good thing about Aura PH though is that they still have JP to rest on. So if you actually look at it on Aura PH, you have 3 cores. They have 3 core options. They have the Brody, they have the Harith, and then they have the Lancelot. So even if the Lancelot or the Brody takes way too much time to farm up, if JP was able to farm up well enough, and he avoids dying. Maybe he can keep racking up the assist. Maybe a kill here or two. It could be big as Greed spots out Delar, but that's already a level 5 Uranus there. Gonna be tough to take him down with Aura PH still lacking items and ONIC PH having a 1.4, 1.5k gold lead.
Yeah, and the turtle will be spawning in a minute 30 seconds. That is where ONIC is leaning in towards. They want to start pushing over the mid lane as the Hurricane Dance pins Hated to the wall. Kyrie, final blow, not enough, not catching anybody. Still manages to out-duel Greed there on that Yakai. Trades it 1-for-1.
The slows and the burst damage coming from the Benedetta way too much, and just as I said it happened. JP was able to get a kill there, so now ONIC PH has to be careful about that. They have to acknowledge that there are 3 potential cores here on Aura PH as Kyrie and Hades going one-on-one, and Kyrie's damage is just way too much. Here comes Jay coming in, but Benny Cutie's there to try to protect him, but let's see if this Brody is going to be enough to help out Hades. Hades teleporting away. He cannot recall away from this right now. ONIC PH are creeping close to the carry of Aura. Let's see how they're going to play this as JP coming in.
Greed in the backlines though, has the Hurricane Dance available, but the HPs are already melting on the side of Aura. Already a double kill for Kyrie. Potentially going to be a third as Iyaknu goes for the Blazing Duet to clear out the minion waves. Jay still wanting to kick Hades right in towards the face of ONIC PH.
Aura, oh my, not a good start. They were able to trade out and find a small win there in the mid, but then again, Aura just could not catch a break. Every time, or the time that Aura was finally able to do something to try to get a little bit of control back, ONIC takes it away, sweeps the rug from under their feet. Calamity Reaper, though, already picked up by JP, should help him out a little bit more with dealing damage and finds us a third potential damage option. But what we saw there in your screen near the bottom was that Kyrie just picked up the turtle, already 4-0-1. And this Benedetta on the way to a Blade of Despair as Delar trying to contest this, but Aura are going to be able to secure that without a problem.
I like how ONIC PH just consistently started bullying. They started completely bullying Hades at the start of the game.
Tried to compensate, but that's going to be Jay spot out. Greed with a Hurricane Dance, the damage coming in, and a burst damage kill there onto the guy from the Brody, but now Hated on the run. Black Dragon form to chase him down. Killawash takes down that Valir. Electro, final blow. Kyrie gets that. There's a lot of damage dealers, and yes, they started going together, and in a team fight at a skirmish, yeah, they really hurt, but they're sacrificing map control. ONIC PH are just playing this right, knowing that, okay, we're probably going to lose in a team fight or a skirmish because of just the sheer damage Aura PH can bring out at this point. Let's just win it by taking control of the maps. Okay, maybe we'll sacrifice one in a team fight, but then let's make Aura lose a tower time and time again. But now ONIC needs to secure that bottom tower as they're trying to Greed, already taking a lot of damage. Here comes the Blazing Duet with a play, using the BMI to go in, but Iyaknu even able to get out. But Benny Cutie catches him out. The knockup is there for Kilowatches. Huge jump, but Delar on the run. Delar down, killing spree for Kilowatt. 3-0-2. Aura PH are fighting back, are biting back. But just how much can they keep this up? They haven't broken a tower just yet. Whereas Aura PH, with their 3 damage setup, they should be fine. Actually, as this game stretches on, it's going to be really hard for ONIC PH to make this work. Yeah. Jay needs to get some really good pickoffs as well as Iyaknu with the Blazing Duets.
Jay needs that, but Greed prevents that from happening. As JP gets the brunt of the damage, Blazing Duet. I don't know why you would dive into 4 members, but you dished out a lot of damage. There goes the killing spree. Brody's passive more than enough, and this is Aura PH biting back. It's a trade for a trade, a kill for a kill, 1 for 2, but an eye for an eye will not happen as a double kill occurs here. 3 for the side of ONIC PH, down for the count.
You smell that? I kind of smell something cooking. Is that roasted hedgehog? Because ONIC PH are getting cooked by by the Aura Fire right now. That's not Aura Fire, but maybe you can't say Aura Fire, but just replace an F with a PH, so technically Aura Fire. But yeah, Aura PH now on a roll, gonna be able to take down this Lord, and as Kyrie has other plans, uses the Electro final blow to space out the members of Aura PH, and now ONIC are wanting to go for this Lord. Jay with a knockup. Benny QT and JP are quite low, take damage for the Lord, get knocked up with the Lord. Jay is there for the disrupt. He won't be able to steal this away, so it's secured by Aura. Aura are just gonna back off. And but
Jay's gonna be paying the price, manages to survive. Nobody falls down in that fight. ONIC PH wants to punish Aura PH. The Electro Final Blow connects on the Benny Cutie.
this
That's
is
already
bad.
2 members down. This is a bottom lane turret going down without a problem at all. Sealing away the orange buff as well. They will be able to siege this inhibitor turret. Jace in the back line has the Wave the Dragon prepared and ready. The
no.
Blazing Duet takes down Kilowatt. And now the end might potentially be near for Aura as the base is being pushed out. Greed
It's
with the
over.
Hurricane Dance pushes everybody back. Hades, no HP for himself.
still
They are
alive.
trying their best to clear out the minion waves, but the HPs are incredibly low. It's just going to be Hades on his own.
one
Goes for
cannon.
the Thorn Rose. Gets a lot of HP, but look at the members of ONIC falling down over by Kilowatt, but they will be able to trade out the tier 2 inhibitor, the tier 2 turret, I mean, over at
Oh,
the bottom
no.
lane. Iaknu force a BMI out. JP starting to become the primary problem here for ONIC PH as they start sieging out their side. They secure a kill on that Claude. That's the burst damage that they needed. That's the wave clear that they needed as well. He's gone for the next 50 seconds.
Main damage option for ONIC PH. Kyrie's still alive though, but now ONIC PH are feeling the fire, feeling the burn, and feeling the 3 damage core
Jaman.
set up by Aura PH. Jaman Force already committed. That's going to be the tier 3
back
tower
line.
down in the mid. Electro final blow in the back, but Kilowatt is really low. Killing spree for Kyrie. That's going to be a 1-for-1, 1-for-2 trade so far. Actually, no, just a 1-for-1.
so
As
Kyrie.
Kyrie's still alive. Kyrie trying to do the damage. Look at Kyrie right now going wild, but Benny Cutie going down. Kilowatt,
Oh,
Benny
he's still
Cutie
alive.
down. JP Zaman Force Dilar trying to get away from this, and he does. He survives. Kyrie survives as well in the brink of death. ONIC PH are holding on. Don't count them out. We've seen them in 2 final series, and it feels
The lane priority here and then some. But here comes another dim sum here for Greed as he takes down Valier. Iaknu
Oh, no.
still alive. Electro final blow being committed over in the back lines. They're trying to go for Greed, and instead they focus on Hades. Bodies upon bodies
JP.
upon bodies. 1-4-2 trade. Dilar overstaying his welcome.
Oh, no.
Aura still fighting. Kyrie needs to survive this fight, and he will not get the connection on to that blender and Thunder.
3
Thousand
down.
Pounder.
3 down for ONIC PH. A minion wave coming in. Aura PH could end it here and force a game number 3 though. Kyrie has a lot of good minion waves clear. Uses the Electro final blow to clear
Look
out.
at the damage!
What the hell did Kyrie just do? With that an eye for an eye. Secures the stun.
look at
Secures the damage. And then Jay with a way of the dragon. What the hell just happened?
still alive.
Here comes
Jay's
the
the
dragon
back
though.
lines.
Kilowatt into the back line. Aura PH still trying to end it. Benny Cruz is still alive. One more minion.
What?
One more minion wave there. As ONIC PH
still alive.
somehow holding on. They have held on. Aura PH hasn't ended it just yet. ONIC Magic on work right now. Kyrie with one of the craziest defensive plays I've seen. Jay as well following it up. Wow.
What the hell was that from ONIC PH? 2 times in a row, they managed to stop the aggression from Aura PH.
Kyrie. Call him nephew, too young to be uncle.
Jay.
But here comes the dad, JP Mage's dad. Can he get a steal there? No. Secured by ONIC PH.
And they're trying to push forward here. The Greed takes down Kyrie, the problem on the side of Aura PH. Greed is low on HP. Hades needs to secure this buff, and he will be enemy lines waiting for an opportunity to dive in. That is exactly how Aura PH was able to turn things around earlier on. But will Aura be able to stop this push? I believe that they can, because the wave clear is on their side. ONIC PH just needs to start focusing on the mid lane here, on other objectives for that matter. Try to give it a little bit more of a problem here for Aura PH as JP.
Is it a bait?
I feel like it's a bait. Greed looking for an opportunity to use the Hurricane Dance. He's not going to be able to do so just yet because
Gonna be his only way out. Maybe even the way of the dragon, he can land a kick to the back line.
yeah, Jay gets caught. Greed's going to get bursted out here, but the Thorn Road's not deterring anybody. Posse
not
Immortality. And here comes the Black Dragon 4 and the Zalman 4. And a lot of skills are being thrown left and right. The Blazing Duet does bring Hades down to half HP, but it doesn't amount to much. It's just Greed falling down in that team fight.
Now, one of the problems here for ONIC PH is that they do not have hard catch for that Harith, as the Lord is getting taken here by ONIC, but it seems like they don't need that catch, because Greed getting taken out and spotted out that early may have just cost Aura the match here, but they're going to try to defend this out yet again. They have the firepower. They have the sustain. They have the Yuzhong.
At the side of RPH, this mid lane turret's gonna go down. Top lane and mid lane, the next ones in line here. Dilar in the back lines trying to disrupt JP, doing what they can to clear out the minion waves. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of things, Dilar and Kyrie are starting to push with the Lord, but they don't have any minion waves pushing in over towards the job, pushing in forward this bottom lane.
ONIC PH using the Aura Fire stickers against Aura. And now with this mid-minion wave coming in, Iyaku might go in with a ball. Beautiful knock
to 3! And he manages to make it out there. And now that's Jay going
This
down,
is
but
bad.
Dilar low on HP. This is really bad for ONIC PH, but they managed to just get out of there with Jay, the only member going down. Dilar is low, being chased down by Greed and JP. He will not oblige them of any further openings as the Hurricane Dance connects onto Hated, and JP will burst him out, but goes for the Winter Truncheon. The Zaman Force is committed once again. Dilar and Iyaku forced to use the Blazing Duet. Immortality popped by Hades. Will they manage to secure the kill onto Hades? Yes, but the Immortality once again being popped. Thorn Rose to keep himself alive, but it was way too late. Iyaku still pretty much healthy here in this fight. Will try to survive this onslaught. Dilar low on HP once again.
JP still alive.
BMI out of there. Iyaku manages to survive. Will be relocating his efforts towards Kilowash. Kyrie wanting to survive this, focusing on Greed. But let's focus on the task at hand. Iyaku still being chased out by 3 members, buying a lot of time. He's the only member alive here in this mid lane. Jay will be rejoining them in just a few.
Too many cores, not enough lockdowns. That's the problem of ONIC PH right now as they spot out Iyaku. They Greed once again, but the BMI out. Iyaku's alive, but Kilowash from out of nowhere. And Aura Fire forces a game number 3.
Speechless I am. Aura ecstatic they are. It is a close fight. We're seeing a game number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Something like Natalia, Selena, and in this case, in this new age of Aura PH, he actually opted to go for a tank. He's now the tank player for Aura PH. And with the Akai, I just want to say that he is definitely
that Aura PH is way too comfortable in this fight, as a big team fight is occurring right now as we speak.
Bizzolaro getting thrown out there. Kilowatt with the damage. They split and they reset. No one fully commits, but Aura PH, look at them creeping, trying to find a great pick off there. Jay Iyaku gets bursted down by Benny QD, but that's 40%, 30%. Nice pullback. Bizzolaro not going to start. Here comes the silence. Iyaku getting really low. The burst coming in from the Natalia. Hades coming in, and now Hades gets caught out though with the ejector. This is bad news for Aura PH.
Tempest Ablaze.
Oh, the flame shot misses. Really close, but Iyaku's down. Bizzolaro gets thrown out. Mega kill though for Kyrie. Oh no! It's just Hated! It's just Dilar! And Aura PH played their cards right! And ONIC overstepped! ONIC could go down here!
And Dilar, Hated, they need to defend this as much as they can. Hated is the only one alive that has a good wave clear to really work on the minions. Dilar first forced to use the Black Dragon form to zone Aura PH out of this fight. Hades forced to use the left tip of the blades. Will get bursted out. Yeah, the Immortality. He gets suppressed with the Winter Truncheon. Backing off, focusing on the turns in Aura PH. They are knocking on the doors. Is it. Aura PH. They will be facing Bread Esports. Turns it around.
Aura Fire. Burning hot. And Aura PH wins another.
the first 4 picks of Aura PH. It is quite greedy against the lineup of ONIC PH. And ONIC PH will understand why they will let go of the Barrett as the last pick, because they kind of have ways to deal with it. The Ruby pick was amazing. It should have been amazing against all of the